Yes.
Calm-headed and high-handed?
Mr. Speaker, I have a very serious face, just like yourself. That may sometimes be confused to me, but I'm very straightforward, and I do not beat about the bush. I say things as they are, and this is where people wonder whether doing things right or doing the right things is the thing to do. I believe in doing things right, but doing them right. So that sometimes it appears. I have a very strong personality on putting things in order. And that is why I was able to bring order to Kiambu, a very difficult county.
How come they rejected you after one term?
Mr. Speaker, that is a long discussion you and I would have, because you know how elections are done in this country.
Yes, Junet?
Mr. Speaker, the nominee has answered me saying he is not high-headed, he is not arrogant because he has a very serious face. So does he use his face and his bald head to scare people?
Speaker, maybe because there's also a question CS nominee did not answer, but probably just in defense of him, Honorable Speaker, on that, or without being seen to defend him, from a question by my colleague Junet, is probably a character trait of people from Kiambu, of being straightforward, saying it as it is, and we are at times misconstrued to be arrogant, but that's just the way we are, Honorable Speaker, those of us who come from Kiambu.
So is that what you said, Leader, the burial of the mother of the Speaker?
Honorable Speaker, CS, my question on the big tech companies is how they're exploiting, and in fact that article spoke of the work that is usually done by students, housewives, and groups of people who are in a weak position. So what I wanted to hear from you is what policy proposals would you be having to ensure, one, that the big tech companies first conform to our labor laws. Two, they are not exploiting these people because they're in a weak position. Because what they are doing is taking advantage of our students because they can be paid $2. $2 translates to about 300 shillings an hour. But in the US, nobody will be paid $2 for whatever mundane task you are given. So I'd want to hear what policy proposals you'd bring into the ministry to ensure that we enforce our labor laws with the big tech companies, as much as we're in a third world and developing country, but also big tech companies are not taking advantage of our resource, because these young people who are tech savvy are a resource to this country and to the world, and therefore they ought to be compensated properly. That's the bit CS, I think you didn't get the question.
He's a CS nominee. He's
CS
not a
nominee.
CS yet.
Yes, it's a good prayer, Mr. Speaker. You will realize, Mheshimiwa Ichungwa, that it's not only affecting Kenyans on outside jobs. Even the local content creators, like in music, that put their stuff on YouTube, they rarely get value for their content. So I should be able to bring into Parliament a bill that should be able to regulate how much money content creators are paid, just like the coffee industry. There are brokers in this business of digital economy who take advantage. You'll be surprised that probably a job like that is paid for $200 and only $20 or $10 that get to this. So we should be able to do that through some regulation and some law. And knowing how vibrant our young people are, they would be happy, especially the Gen Zs. We can redirect their energy into using that energy productively to make money in the digital economy. So I should be at the forefront in terms of bringing laws or amendments to our laws so that our labor laws are applicable. But again, challenges of enforcement is something we would need to worry about how to enforce, because the employing agency is an American agency, is a British agency. How do we apply it online here? So, and those are things that the technical people in the ministry should be able to advise.
Pausing.
Thank you.